Welcome everybody to Gamer Gameless. My name is Zach. I'm your host, and I am joined by
Aaron. I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies, hypotheses can't be defined. How I'll be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform on robberies. Flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me golden.
That's all his actual his middle name too.
Your parents must have been very interesting people.
They're very lyrically.
They're very lyrically inclined.
They rapped you out.
They listen to. They put Wu-Tang up to the belly and the womb.
Yeah, Shaolin. I was born there.
I'm Elvin, by the way, the third.
The third, yes. So
well, I meant the third in this podcast, not like the third.
I'm Elvin the third. I hail from Westeros. I was gonna throw in a Game of Thrones spoiler, but I don't want to do that. They never find Nemo.
Who's Nemo?
It was from Finding Nemo. It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know. I have that movie.
He totally dismantled that joke.
It's like, wait, is Nemo a character?
He was like, wait, why are you knocking on my door?
There's
We're
no fish
friends.
in Game of Thrones.
I call all my ex-women Nemo.
There's no fish in Game of Thrones. There's just a world without water and aqua monsters.
They're just gold and mud.
I call them Nemo because I can't find them.
Oh, okay, I see.
All right, go ahead.
Anyways, so yeah, we are Gamer and Gameless. So the little premise of our podcast here, me and Aaron are actually hardcore gamers. We know a lot about gaming and all the politics and all that fun stuff. Whereas Elvin the third, knows, would you say, an immense amount about video games?
I know an immense negative amount about video games. Yeah. I don't know shit.
So he knows. So he's played about 5 games in his life. The first 4 were Duck Duck Goose, just in different places. So yeah,
it was like Duck Duck Cocaine because he's from Colombia.
Oh my God.
Hey, Duck Hunt was awesome, by the way. And that's Colombia reference.
Duck Hunt was.
No.
Yeah, dude. You shoot the duck, and the duck runs after it.
You just did an imitation of a dog. Like that doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. You never played Duck Hunt? There was a dog in Duck Hunt.
I have, but it's not like that screams Duck Hunt. You just did a dog impression. It's like you do the sound of a toilet flushing. It's like, oh, that's Mario. How'd you not know that?
I guess I'm hungry.
Anyways, so yeah, we're a weekly podcast. If you want to catch some more of our content, we're going to be uploading some articles, some blogs, and like I said, our podcast, and hopefully be getting into video pretty soon. You can catch us on our website, I blurred all those together.
Did you add like another W to www?
Yeah, I was like World Wide Web. So www.gamergameless.com, or you can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/gamergameless.
And Facebook is the best because you're going to see uploaded pictures of Aaron naked.
I am not always naked. But
I can assure that will not happen.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I was naked about an hour and a half ago. I was.
I'm pretty sure.
I got my first ever sun spray tan.
Really?
Nice.
How was that?
I did. I got naked, but before I got naked, I had to put lotion on my fingernails because I guess. Well, I failed at that because I'm looking at my fingernails right now.
You look like you've been eating Cheetos all day.
It looks like I've been like digging in my butt all day or something.
I didn't know that. I had no idea that you had to cover up your fingernails. That's insane.
Yeah, you put lotion on them and you don't rub it in. You just like leave it like chunks on there.
Oh, okay.
And then it was so funny. I never got a spray tan before. I go in there and they said all you gotta do is hit the green button and you hit the button and then it'll spray stuff at you. And then when it's done spraying, you turn around naked and then you wait for it to spray your back, but you keep your arms out.
That's weird.
Well, I didn't keep my arms out. So I kept my arms by my body with like white.
Your body is probably so misproportionately colored right now.
Oh my gosh!
It looks like a map. But anyways,
and when did the massage begin?
Yeah, so Gamer and Gameless is a tanning etiquette podcast.
No suntan.
Anything about tanning? Ask Aaron.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about tanning. No, today we're going to be talking about an event that just recently passed here in LA. Small event. Most people haven't heard of it, called E3. Elvin, can you tell us a little bit about what you know about E3?
E3 is a convention of shower caps and curtains that happens bi-weekly in Lancaster. Am I close?
I don't think there's enough information that exists about shower caps to make it a bi-weekly convention.
Dude, I wore a shower cap in my suntan.
They're just going to be referencing that the whole time. Titanfall's a good game. You know what else is a good game? Getting a suntan.
A spray tan, actually.
A spray tan, I'm sorry.
Suntan! Yeah, I'm like a what do they call it? A Golden Globe Award?
Global War. Yeah, pretty much. But
You know, I'm motivated to take a picture of Aaron and his terrible.
I don't even recognize my penis right now. I had to spray tan that too. I was like, oh my gosh.
Are you serious?
No, I did. I got spray tan. Everything got spray tan, dude. Like, all the nooks and crannies are not pale, pasty white anymore. I don't look like, white anymore.
I don't know why I'm hungry for Denny's right now.
Good. Denny's is delicious. But,
well,
listen to
4, 6, or 8 menu.
So, yeah, oh man, that is the greatest. Anyways, yeah, the 2, 4, 6, 8, man, that changed my life. But anyways,
yeah.
So let's start off with Sony. Sony's big press conference.
Sony.
Yeah, that's Sony's little tagline.
PlayStation.
Sony! And then just like a random bark.
PlayStation. You like my PlayStation, do you? Yes, you do.
You sound like a pedophile, dude. Same PlayStation.
You sound like a Colombian that looks amazing and sexy, and I don't like your shirt.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Okay.
I thought you would like my shirt. I'm really sad now.
No, I don't like you. Go ahead.
This is a shirt depreciation podcast. So, yeah, Sony. So, what do you think about Sony's big press conference, Aaron?
I was so excited about PlayStation's conference. I thought it was well done. I love that they went the second part of the day of the conference. I'm glad they let Xbox go first so they can, go second and have everybody talk about them throughout the night.
Yeah, it kind of left everyone to wonder, like, oh, I wonder what PlayStation has planned. But yeah, no, we're gonna talk a little bit later about what our favorite conference was. But yeah, I really liked Sony's. One of the things I'm glad they emphasized was indies, but specifically No Man's Sky.
Yes.
And No Man's Sky is a game that's made up by 4 people, Elvin. 4 people? I think that's probably not true. It's like 4 or 5. But they're an indie studio, so they're relatively small. But No Man's Sky is kind of like first-person shooter type game. Mm-hmm. Typical like science fiction. But the big twist to this is that it's entirely open world and open, like, I guess, universe or galaxy, whatever you want to say.
Like they could get a spray tan anywhere they want in the universe.
Yeah. Openly, like I did tonight.
Yeah. So they have randomly generated content on all these planets. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a spray tan location on at least one of these.
God, I hope so.
So yeah, one of the things that's so special about this is, I mean, they've showed a decent amount of footage on the game. You can just totally straight up just hop in your spaceship and just fly around this planet. And when you so feel like it, you can just fly out of the planet. No loading screens or anything. You can see yourself in space, and then you can just simply fly to another planet. And since everything is randomly generated, you kind of have no idea what the wildlife is going to be like, what the terrain is going to be like. So it's kind of like really interesting. It's playing with this whole idea of different planets and everything. And like a Star Wars fanboy like myself can totally appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a Star Wars game.
No, it's not. It's an indie game, so it's not licensed like by a big like movie franchise or anything like that.
It started off with a valley of with dinosaurs,
like
and they're all just living in this water, there, and they're just happy. I mean, I was surprised. I mean,
they're all just getting spray tans.
Yeah, they're like I got a level 3 spray tan, by the way.
Level 3.
I guess level 1 is like almost mocha. Level 2 is like okay mocha, and like level 3 is like mocha.
Dark.
No milk.
No milk. Okay.
Yeah, so
prepare for spray tan.
Anyway, I thought it was great. I love the dinosaurs. I love the detail. I think it was beautiful. And then when they took off from that planet to go through the galaxy into another planet, I was like, man, this game has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Hey, are indie game graphics still shitty?
Here's the thing with this is indie games, because they are usually a much smaller studio. They kind of don't have tech that's on par with a big studio like Ubisoft, which makes like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, or pretty much any big AAA title. But they usually compensate with like really good art. Like this game doesn't look as realistic as like a Call of Duty, but it kind of compensates with this like awesome like artistic style. Like it has like this almost cartoonish cell shade all over the entire environment. No. So they're not necessarily on par, but they totally compensate by having awesome art styles.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
So their graphics suck, but they have nice drawings.
I guess.
I mean, that's what I got out of it.
I guess if you want to put it like that, I'll show you some indie games.
It's like you want to go to like El Torito or something, but you settle for Juan Pollo.
Oh, or like the Priest, where the plot looks awesome and the graphics are intense, but then you watch it and you're like, oh my god.
I'm point A.
I still have not seen
or
this.
you're point A, or I'm point A, and you're motherfucking point, or I don't know. Is it your point A, and then I'm motherfucking point B?
This is
that's the shittiest quote in the world.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is a quote from their favorite movie of all time, which is Priest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I have all the Priest action figures. I have Priest posters. I have a Priest bed set.
Went to the red
I have
carpet
Priest
event.
shower curtains.
I have the Priest Pokemon.
No.
The Priest Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Elvin, but you get 0 points for that one. That one in no way meshed with
my whole life is 0 points. I don't give a shit.
You might get 1 point later today.
Thank you.
One point for that. Well, no, we're gonna send it to the judges and they'll decide whether you got a point for that.
Do I deserve a level 3 spray tan?
A level 4, actually.
Oh, this is a level 4? I didn't even know, man. It's my first time. I got a level 3 today.
I don't know. I'm just making that up. But,
well, I saw my stomach hair on my pale stomach, and now it matches my stomach hair. It's all brown.
Nice.
It's all brown.
That's good. That's the way to go. So, yeah. So some of the other games, I don't know how to transition from stomach hair matching.
You don't need a spray tan. You're mocha, man.
I guess I am mocha.
You're mocha, man.
But anyway, so some of the other games they announced at Sony's press conference was Little Big Planet 3. And Little Big Planet, in case you don't know, Elvin, which I'm quite sure you don't.
Nope.
Is this kind of family-orientated, like 4-player game, almost like Mario. It's like here's a platformer, you're jumping around. But the unique thing about this is that it's all about user-generated content, which means they give you these tools to make your own stages, kind of make your own world, and you can upload it online, and you can download anyone who's uploaded it. So it's kind of like this almost limitless type of gameplay, and they brought it back in full force with Little Big Planet 3. And a lot of people are really excited about that. One of the things they announced, which is cool, is that they're going to have the different user-generated content from the previous Little Big Planets. I don't know how that works. That's like black magic or something. So they have everything that has been created in Little Big Planet thus far. That is insane. So
is that an indie game?
No, that is not.
It's actually a PlayStation exclusive. A lot of people even buy the PlayStation just to own that game.
Yeah, it's that big?
Yeah. No, it's really... I mean, because it's like...
Would you say it's little big?
Oh my god.
Pun.
We should set him on fire.
Spray tan level 5.
Yeah. Level 5? Oh, no.
They have spray tan level Inferno. They just put napalm on you.
You could probably light me on fire, and I might still be this pasty.
Yeah, probably.
But, yeah, so... I'm excited about Little Big Planet. It's probably going to do ridiculous numbers because it's one of these family-type games, and it's 4 players.
4-player, kids loved it, you know.
When you say family, are you saying the whole family's playing this game?
Like Full House.
Yeah, I mean...
So with twins?
Yeah,
yes.
With twins. I think Bob Saget's usually playing. No, but it's kind of like... If memory serves correct, in the majority of these games, I think in all of them, you can't necessarily die. So you can, like, fail for a second, and it kind of just warps you back to where like the beginning of the screen was. Okay. But so for that reason, it's kind of like a family game because someone who doesn't play video games can just play it and not get frustrated. So,
well, are you pitching
it's
this
also
to me?
It's also a platformer too.
Yeah, it's a platformer, so there's a lot of jumping and stuff, almost like puzzle solving and stuff. So yeah, it's totally a fun game, and I am a grown adult. And I actually very much enjoy these games. So, I mean, that either says how cool these games are or a reflection of my maturity.
Dude, I can't wait not to play that or buy it.
You're going to play it. I'm going to convince you.
Well, whatever.
Don't worry about it. I'll convince you. Go ahead.
I wanted to also talk about the hardware that's coming out for PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you brought up the indie games because, you know, I love what they're doing. I thought it was cool. When I was watching the PlayStation 4 conference, and the reason why I thought they won, they introduced something called PlayStation TV, where if you have a PlayStation in your room and you have another TV in another room, all you got to do is just buy the PlayStation TV. I think it's like $100 or something, and you can go and play your PlayStation in there without having another PlayStation in there, buying another $399 console.
Yeah.
You can also stream games from there and to the Vita. So I thought it was a great idea what they did.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty much, you can call it a game changer instead of buying another console.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. Speaking of hardware, they talked more about PlayStation Morpheus. Virtual reality, put on your head.
Yeah. Like, they didn't spend too much time on it, because I think everyone just kind of want to focus on games. But yeah, no, they're like that's the new wave. Is I don't know how successful it's going to be. It might just be like the Kinect and all these motion control things, but they're probably definitely going to be talking a lot about this. By the way, you're looking at me totally baffled right now.
No, it's because you're talking about all these different like reality crap, and all I can think about is a Nintendo Power Glove.
Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, but and the virtual. Did you ever see the Virtual Boy?
What?
The Virtual Boy. It was the first. I to my knowledge, it was the first time gaming ever took on virtual reality. It was just like, it was like a visor that was like on a stand, and you just kind of smash your face into it. And
that was the game.
Yeah,
no, if you bleed, you win.
If your eyes explode, that's when you know it's like that was Nintendo's new tagline. It was like eyes exploding fun. But no, that's actually not true. But yeah, no. So that actually did terrible. But yeah, no, I'm totally interested to see. Like they'll probably talk. There's a few more conferences coming out this year. There's a GDC, which is Game Developers Conference. Yeah. Actually, no. That actually just happened. There's PAX. So all these things I'm trying to figure out when they're going to talk more and push this.
And EDC, reality. Which I think is electronic dance.
It's actually electric. I don't remember what EDC stands for, but it's
Electric Daisy Carnival.
There you go. Yeah, the big rave. Yeah.
Yes.
But, all the spray tanners to go to that.
Yeah. But,
level 6.
Level 6.
Where they can't move, but they look glorious.
Yeah, but another game they talked about, kind of big anticipated game, was The Order 1886. So, Elvin, I know you're a big fan of like the steampunk type stuff and cogs and all that stuff.
Well, he doesn't play games though.
Yeah, but this is the perfect marriage for him. It's video games and steampunk stuff. So this game kind of plays like Gears of War, which I know you've played, correct, Elvin?
What is that?
Gears of War? You've played Gears of War.
I haven't played Gears of War.
You haven't?
He probably thought he saw you play, or
yeah. Have you ever seen it?
I think I saw a commercial of it and it looked awesome, like the robots and people fighting.
Not really robots. I think you're thinking of something else. I think Gears 3 had robots. Anyways, so it's a third-person shooter. So it's kind of like over-the-shoulder type thing. But the unique twist to this, it's kind of like what would have happened if like the Industrial Revolution type would have like would have gone further.
Yeah.
And experiments with like a lot of weaponry using that. But there's like a kind of, I don't know if paranormal twist is the right word, but there's like werewolves and zombies and
Ghostbusters are there?
Yeah, Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd's there.
That's awesome.
You might play as Dan Aykroyd.
Aykroyd, yeah. Just yeah. that'd be awesome downloadable content. It's like
I'd rather be Bill Murray.
Pre-order the game now and plays Bill Murray. But yeah, no.
The expansion pack.
Yeah, so it looks hyper realistic. One of the things that's kind of disappointing is everyone was really excited for this game, and originally it was slated out for
2014.
2014, and they recently delayed it until 2015.
Oh my gosh!
Which is kind of like a new trend. They're like, "Hey, look how awesome this game is! It's coming out in 30 minutes." Just kidding! It's not coming out at all, and they break the game.
What is the strategy behind that? Well, are they just like, are they really behind, or the computer breaks or something? Like,
there's
the
strategy.
Zach, you told me this shit before. Like, you're waiting for this game and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And you told me about this other game the other day that like people were waiting for like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, Last Guardian has been. It's been like over. It's literally been a decade of waiting on.
Yeah, since the '60s, like the hippies are still waiting for this flower game.
There's just it's Rose from Titanic. Just I've been waiting 60 years. Yeah. So I think the reason why, I don't know, I'm pretty sure the reason why they went to is because a lot of times games launch like Battlefield. I know you're familiar with Battlefield.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, I got them excited to contribute. Yeah, so they have Battlefield 4, and it's gotten a lot of controversy because some of the versions of it cannot like keep up with constant online connection. So a lot of times people just lag out, people glitch, people lose data, and people have lost their minds. I mean, reasonably so, because a game like Battlefield focuses on online only. But if it can't just uphold a normal online session of like 15 minutes without dropping out constantly, it's like, why'd I drop $60 on this?
Yeah, the whole point is to be competitive too, right? These games are like, hey, fuck you, I'm better.
No, last year E3 they advertised Battlefield 4, and a lot of people like myself who just played only Call of Duty, when we saw that trailer when things were just blowing up, and everything was just like, oh my gosh, you can shoot through a wall and you can, you're just in it's like war. Yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, yeah, I'm done Call of Duty. Let me try Battlefield 4. And needless to say, right now, I ditched that for Titanfall. So
yeah. But so there was a lot of excitement surrounding this game, and now they just kind of. I mean, like, I believe it came out in October, and there's a lot of like.
It was day one.
Yeah, there was a lot of. Even at this point, there's still a lot of problems.
Dude, how do they not see that shit coming?
And I think that's the whole point of the delay. The delay is to have like testers and everything, and make sure all this works out before they launch a product that's gonna. Like, I mean, this is like a nerdy joke, but a lot of people call it beta filled because it's like still beta. And so I think that's why they're really have no problem delaying games now. So, but anyway, since we're on the topic of Battlefield, another one of the games announced was Battlefield Hardline.
Yes,
which is kind of like, it's not like your typical Battlefield game.
It's cops and robbers,
yeah,
bro.
It's totally 100% cops and robbers. It's not like a giant like war or anything. It's legitimately cops and robbers. That's the entire theme. Is one group is the criminals and the other group is like SWAT or cops. So one of the things that's cool, and I think this is like a trend in like E3 now, is they have this moment where it's like, it's kind of like an Oprah moment where it's like, here's this book. And everyone gets the book right now. Everyone look under your chairs. And everyone goes crazy. Is when they announced Battlefield Hardline, everyone was excited and everything, right? And he was like, guys, guess what? And everyone's like, oh, what's going on? And he's like, you guys can get into the beta right now if you have PlayStation 4. Everyone's like, oh, you see chairs throwing and stuff. And someone had a javelin at one point.
You see spray tans everywhere.
Yeah, the spray tan.
I was going to get a spray tan, but no, I can't. I got to play Battlefield Hardline right now.
And that was awesome because it was kind of like, hey, this game isn't going to come out till October, but here's something for you guys right now.
It was kind of like you're texting this beautiful woman and she won't text back, and all of a sudden she texts back.
Yeah, that's
oh my gosh, she takes interest in me. Oh my gosh, this is the greatest moment of my life right now.
Yeah, I also equate that with E3, I suppose. But so and they also did that with a game called Destiny. And Destiny is this kind of giant open world game. It's kind of like these online games like EverQuest and all that, but first person
shooter.
Bungie.
It's by Bungie. Thank goodness. Dudes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Destiny.
So
Bungie never did me wrong. Bungie never did me wrong.
Would you say it's your Destiny?
But Aaron, let's quiet down and listen to this awesome pun of his. Go ahead. Say it again.
Would you say it's your Destiny?
Oh, wow. 20 points.
Oh my gosh, Elvin. I'm going to set him on fire and then give him a tan afterwards.
Just give him that spray tan.
Level 7.
Yeah, so no, Destiny is this giant open world game by the Halo dudes. Another thing they talked about. They didn't announce it because we all, like, they've been talking about it.
How many Halos are there?
There's, I think, 387.
No.
But, so with with Destiny, that's what they did also. And both of these were PS4 exclusives. Not the games, but the betas. So, I mean, Destiny is technically an alpha, but it's the same thing where they're like, you could sign up for the alpha right now. So it's kind of like this almost instant gratification. It's like, oh, look at all this awesome video game news, and you can participate in it. And how we talked about indies before, they announced another indie called Entwined, and when they showed it, it's like this really artsy game.
It's like two dragons trying to meet up to have sex.
No, I think they said it's like.
I want to play that game.
That's actually almost pretty accurate. I think they said it's like.
Hey, beep.
Dragons sound like that?
Yeah, I thought you were saying that's what dragons say. Like, hey, that's the dragon mating call. Just a dragon. Like,
hey, what you doing?
Hey,
it was like Smogler. Oh yeah,
Smog. Benedict Cumberbatch. But yeah.
Adeliciousness.
So yeah, like they show this game Entwined. I don't.
It's another indie game, isn't it?
Yeah, but one of the big twists with this game was they kind of pulled another one of these Oprah moments where they showcase the game. It's like really pretty, like really artsy, and then right when they're done showing it, they're like, "Hey guys, guess what? You can go online and download it right now for $10." And everyone's like, "Oh!"
This is why PlayStation was so great, because you can play the games they're talking about right now, and what was happening and the hardware they're working on. We haven't even talked about Far Cry yet.
Yeah, Far Cry.
And what they're doing.
Yeah.
It blew me away what they were doing with Far Cry. Because, look, I never got excited for Far Cry. I respected the franchise. But once they told me, look at this video. Oh, my gosh, it's beautiful. You're watching the video. You're like, man, this is amazing what the PS4 is looking like.
Yeah.
But then they said, if your friends want to play the game, they don't even have to own the game.
Yeah, they can.
As long as you own the game, they can play multiplayer with you just like that.
Yeah, they could just join in.
That never has happened anywhere. You always had to own the game to play multiplayer. Now, if your friend owns Far Cry 4, you can play without owning the game on your own system.
They haven't gone in details all about it yet, but like seriously, if they can just go in and give you like a spray tan, that's awesome.
Yes,
you know
this is like level 27.
Yeah, this is almost maximum level of spray tan. But yeah, no, I mean that
level black.
level black. It's just that is such a cool feature. They haven't mentioned if it's on Xbox One or not, that particular feature. But the idea of just being able to join someone's
No, I think
game,
it was PS4 because they're advertising through the PS4.
Yeah, I mean,
I would imagine
so. So, I mean, they'll probably talk more about it pretty soon. But yeah, that's just such an awesome feature. So, yeah, they talked about that. And, so we're going to go ahead and transition into Microsoft now.
Wait. I want to talk about one more thing real quick. Right. PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now, yeah.
Yeah, PlayStation Now, which I've been excited. If you heard the last podcast, that's all I really wanted to see about and hear about was tell me something about PlayStation Now, the reason why I bought a PS4. Please give me a reason. Anyway, PlayStation Now is set to come out starting in July.
July 31st.
And you'll be able to stream up to 100 games on PS3 just for now.
Yeah,
But eventually you'll be able to play streaming games for PS2, PS1, again, PS3. So, and also they're giving you... I think what's happening right now is you can rent a game for a couple days or rent a game longer, up to maybe maybe a month would probably be like $19.99.
Yeah, they said the games are going to range from $3 rentals to $20. They haven't mentioned how long that is. I think there's some rumors about it being like you can rent it from either 8 hours to a month.
Yeah.
So
I would say $20 probably the month.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, unless go out and get the game now.
Which is such an awesome feature because it's kind of like now that Blockbuster is pretty much non-existent and GameFly is like the only type of service where you can rent games. This gives access to almost. I mean, I don't know how much of their library they're gonna tap into, but I mean they're coming out with 100 PS3 games at least out of the gate so you can stream on your PlayStation 4.
Free?
No.
No, you'd have to.
That's what I'm saying. Is they it depends on like how long you want it. They haven't gone over official pricing, but they said it's going to be between $3 and $20.
And we'll find out more exactly.
Yeah.
And one more and lastly, they announced Grand Theft Auto for PS4.
Yeah, PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool because look, if you only own an Xbox 360, but you thought about maybe, getting a PS4, but you're like, man, I'm so far in Grand Theft Auto 5, I don't want to have to restart and getting to play it on another console.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You could transfer all of your, Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, no, nothing.
Okay. You're good. I thought he was like giving me a hand signal or something.
No, we can't talk about Grand Theft Auto.
What Rockstar is doing, Rockstar makes Grand Theft Auto. So however far you've leveled up in your character, it can now be transferred over on PS4. So if you can go from 360 Xbox to PS4, not lose anything, and continue your character on Grand Theft Auto, I thought that was really cool. I've never seen that before in my life.
Wait, what's the improvement though? Is it better graphics?
Yeah, better graphics and
you go from Xbox to PlayStation 4 and not lose any data.
Oh, you could go from console to console?
Well, what? Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'm nervous about. They originally said that with Call of Duty Ghosts. They were like, look, if you get it for 360, you can upgrade, and I mean, if you get your PS4, you can upgrade and just transfer all your information. They backtracked on that eventually and said, well, it has to be in the same system family.
Yeah.
So you can only do PS3 to PS4. So I'm hoping they don't backtrack on that, because that's such an awesome feature. But either way, that's awesome, because I played Grand Theft Auto for PS3, and then I got rid of my PS3.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh man, I kind of want to go back and play some GTA.
It's
so when
fun.
it comes
it's
out,
still fun.
When it comes out, I can totally, and they're constantly adding new stuff.
And it looks so beautiful now.
Yeah. They're gonna do an HD. There's gonna be like better graphics because the more powerful consoles.
Yeah, because dude, you showed me GTA. It already looks awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
It's funny because that's the new thing now. They're doing these HD remakes. Like they're doing an HD remake of Last of Us, which we already knew was coming, but they showed like some of it at E3. But it's kind of like, seriously, these are turning out way too quick, where it's like, how much improvement can you possibly make?
Yeah.
But I mean, they've wowed me before, so I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah, for an open world like that, it's meant for next gen.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm sure they'll maybe if you had it for PS3, they'll maybe let you do it for even Xbox on Xbox One. They haven't talked about it, but I'm thinking they probably will.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for that. I mean, it's such a huge game. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if they had the money to.
I think Rockstar's going to cut a deal
to fund this type of black magic. So we'll see. But all right. So next we're going to talk about Microsoft. Now, personally, I was kind of nervous about Microsoft because they kind of dropped the ball last year. And last year they were like, I don't know if I probably talked to you about this like a million times over, but last year
I wasn't listening to it.
Yeah,
whenever you talk to me about video games, I just play the Priest movie in my head.
Yeah. Fun fact: me and Elvin have been friends for like I don't know, like 3 years, and he still doesn't know my name. Every time we're in a conversation, he's like, "What are you doing in my house?" I was like, "We've been friends for 3 years."
Shut up, Fred.
Fred.
Shut up, Fred.
No, come on, Kyle. But yeah, so Microsoft, like last year, they kind of dropped the ball. They spent the majority of their time just talking about their different social features, talking about the Kinect, and all that. And it was kind of, I was kind of nervous. But since then, there's a new dude in charge by the name of Phil Spencer, and Phil Spencer used to run the Microsoft Studio, so his thing is pretty much all video game related. So that kind of gave us a precursor of what he was going to talk about. And he, in interviews, that's all he talked about. He said, we're going to do games. Like, he's probably...
What about games, though?
I don't know. He said he was talk about games. I don't know about games, though. He's definitely going to talk about games. Not too sure about the
Have you met his wife, Game?
Yeah, and his children, games. And his dog, games. Yeah. His house is just made out of PlayStation... or, Sony control. So I double messed that up. But anyways, yeah, the moral of the story is... So I was really interested to see what they're going to do with Microsoft, but they totally delivered. They like completely 360. Actually, 360. That's
a far cry from the other joke.
Oh my god!
A 360 is not the right thing. A 180. A 360 would just lead you back into doing the exact same thing. But yeah. So they talked solely about video games. They
had nothing else to talk about really. Yeah. Just games that are coming out. Yeah. It was kind of disappointing when you look at the PS4 conference.
Like Windows 8?
I personally, Windows 8 is disappointing. I actually really liked Microsoft. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know which one I like. I mean, the thing is, so they talked about a lot of games. They talked about Forza Horizon, which I'm not big into racing, but it's like one of these racing simulators that have amazing graphics. They're having a part 2 of that. They showed Fable Legends.
That was cool.
Yeah, Fable Legends is really cool. If you're really into the Fable type games.
Well, what is that?
It's kind of like a medieval type game. Now, the original Fables were like you make your own choice. You could be evil or bad and all this stuff. The kind of disappointing thing about that is this game doesn't really showcase that at all as far as being evil or bad. I mean, it's I guess their compromise is it's 5 players. So 4 people can play as good guys, and the 5th player can be as the bad guy. And what that means is like they'll be going through the stage, and he'll be in like villain mode. It almost looks like it's on like a tablet. I don't know. We'll see because they do that a lot now.
Yeah,
it's like he's controlling traps and spawning enemies here and here and here. So he's kind of like this almost like game master who's like controlling. So that's cool. But as far as like the whole thing that was special about the previous Fable game was the element of choice and kind of like you could just be super evil for no apparent reason or you could be good. And like, so that's one of the things they kind of eliminate. It still looks awesome to me.
So it kind of sounds like that Star Wars game I used to love to play. I forgot what the...
There's a lot of Star Wars.
No,
Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh man,
yeah, it's kind of that whole.
It's
thing.
like, do you want to kill your mother? Yes or no?
They were really.
What
evil.
would happen if I say yes? Dark side.
Yeah.
Speaking of Star Wars, the Battlefront.
Yeah.
EA said they will release it when they feel comfortable.
Yeah, so that's one of the
when we feel like it.
Yeah.
So
that's that. I mean, we'll just hop on that and then we'll go right back to Microsoft. But yeah, EA did kind of something unprecedented. Is they showed games way ahead of time, like just concepts of games.
Yeah.
Like normally the E3 thing is, hey, we're going to show you this trailer of this game that we've worked on and it's going to be ready in the next year. So they're like, hey, here's an idea of what we might do. Who knows? Who cares? Don't watch. Like they showed, like they said, we're going to talk about Battlefront. We're going to talk about Battlefront. So everyone thought they were going to show some Battlefront.
Nope.
They were just like, here's the stuff we're probably going to do for that game. And it's like, really? You chose here to say that? Like, at least show us like a clip of Darth Vader just like knocking over like.
So what the guy from Microsoft just pulls out his like
actually it
his
wasn't
phone?
Microsoft, it was EA, but.
Or EA, and he pulls out his phone. It's like, hey, could you see this clip?
Yeah, he just shows up.
It was like, a clip.
He's like, this is Kyle at our studio drawing a picture of Darth Vader for the first time. So yeah, no, that was kind of interesting. I was pretty disappointed in that because Battlefront is a highly, highly appreciated game. I mean, it's like Battlefield or Call of Duty, like these giant epic scale battles, but it's Star Wars.
God, so much pressure to deliver
Yeah,
anything Star Wars,
seriously,
man.
right? Like that's probably why they delayed it. If they do it wrong, that whole place is just getting spray
it's like,
tan.
that new movie better be good. I'm gonna fucking kill your family.
Yeah, I know, right? They just have people they just have security guards there, and they're not even there to make sure they're safe, just to make sure they're doing an optimal job. But yeah, what they also talked about in Microsoft, back to Microsoft, is Sunset Overdrive.
Yes.
Which is cool. So Sunset Overdrive is made by Insomniac Games, and if you guys know the history of Insomniac Games,
I know all about Insomniac.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Not friends anymore.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh wow, that was not nice. You cut deep with that one. But yeah. So Insomniac kind of is known for making these over the top games like Ratchet and Clank, and the whole emphasis of these games is like these over the top guns. Like if one of the guns in Ratchet and Clank turns people into chickens, and like they're just these kind of like silly, ridiculous ones, and they went full out with Sunset Overdrive. It's like the embodiment of everything they've ever wanted to make. So it's kind of this, I mean, it's kind of a serious, dark premise. It's like there's like this energy drink that turns people into these like mutant zombie type things, and the world is kind of pretty much over.
It all stemmed from a bad energy drink. Yeah, that's why there's mutants out there now.
Yeah, called like Overdrive X.
But
I don't know, some weird.
It looks so colorful.
Yeah, that's what
it looks so fun to play.
Yeah.
Like, the preview had me laughing.
Yeah, like
I want to play this. This is gonna be fun to play.
Yeah. So like some of the guns that they've showcased was like a Roman candle launcher, like a gun that shoots out bowling balls and stuff. So he's
very
just
creative.
Yeah, very creative. And as you mentioned, it's like it's all like super colorful and super artsy. So he's just running around, just killing all these mutant things in like really weird ways and stuff. So. Yeah, that's actually coming out this fall.
And that's only Xbox.
Only Xbox. Right. Which is interesting because Insomniac prior had only made PlayStation games. So they just kind of jumped ship. I don't know why. But yeah, so this is the big game. This was the one that kind of, I mean, there was leaks, or not leaks, but rumors about this game, but what they announced was Halo Master Chief Collection.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I jumped out of my seat. I ran through an imaginary wall. I did imaginary air guitar.
Yeah.
I felt I was imaginary, just believing what I'm about to see. I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. I love playing Halo 2, Halo 3. Did not like Halo 4, but that's okay. It's a bonus. I'm fine with that. Halo 1, 2, and 3 was where it's at. Not only did I have some of the best times of my life playing Halo, they remastered it. So now it's even better. It's going to be in 1080 and 60 frames per second. Yeah. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Aaron lost her virginity.
I didn't care what else Xbox said after that. I was so excited. You don't understand. I hit up all my friends. They were so annoyed how excited I was to play this game, dude. I mean, dude, what's going to happen is that you'll be able to buy this game. You're going to get Halo 1, which is Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo 4. You're also going to get Halo Nightfall, which is a video that's going to come on the Blu-ray.
Like a TV series type thing.
You're going to be able to play online co-op with your friends. You're going to be able to, all missions will be available to you. So if you only like the Warthog levels, you can play only Warthog levels throughout 1, 2, 3, and 4 and skip the rest.
And
not only that, they're gonna have all the servers ready to play Halo. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, I lost my mind.
Yeah, and the thing I find cool about this, like I'm pretty much over these like HD remakes and stuff, but they kind of dress this up in a cool way. It's called the Master Chief Collection, right?
Yes.
And it's kind of like supposed to be like a simulation.
Has it been remastered?
Oh, man. That'd be awesome if they made an HD version of the HD version and called it the Halo Remastered Chief Collection.
Yeah. That sounds like a stupid joke, I would say.
Yeah. No. I got it. I try to piggyback off of it a little
bit.
Thank you.
But and it also comes with but the whole premise of it, it's kind of like a cheap ploy, but still it got me, was that they're kind of training future soldiers, so they want them to know the experiences of this super soldier Master Chief.
Yes.
And that's why it's based on that. And I was like, that's cheap, But whatever, that sounds so cool. That gets me excited for the next Halo. And speaking of the next Halo...
Well, yeah, exactly. What you're going to say right now is that if you buy this game, you get guaranteed access to Halo 5 Guardians...
Beta.
Yeah.
And I think it's on, like, December 27th, so yeah. No, I mean, like... And I think the thing that is really getting people about it is that, you know, Halo's kind of known for their multiplayer. So this is going to compile the playlist...
Rumble Pit?
Of everything. Wait. So they said that there's, like... over 100 maps from all the Halos, and that is insanity.
Like, all for $60.
Yeah, that is
all for 60. 4 games plus a movie and guaranteed beta access to Halo 5 for $60.
I mean, I don't know if the whole Nightfall thing is going to be a show or a movie. I'm kind of not interested in that.
It'll
but
get you
the rest
prepared.
I'm cool with.
Yeah.
The rest I'm totally cool.
Shut
with.
up and take my money.
The only thing I'm skeptical is that Bungie is not really having a part in this, and since it's getting remastered, 343 Industries, which did Halo 4, which was whatever.
Yeah.
They remastered the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll see how it looks. They showed a video of it. I thought it looked great. I can't wait to play it. And I don't think it'll have that effect that Halo 4 did when, everybody was like, oh man, Halo 4 is great. 2 weeks later, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 comes out. Nobody plays Halo 4 anymore. Totally. Yeah. I didn't care about Call of Duty, but when Black Ops 2 came out, I was like, this is a way better game. I gotta keep playing it.
No, 100%. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about Nintendo now.
Oh yes,
Nintendo power.
So Elvin, I don't know if you're aware of this. Is Nintendo has actually been in, I don't want to say financial because they have a surplus of money because they've been making games since I think 1901.
Have they started making cars yet? Because they're Japanese.
Nintendo cars. I wouldn't be surprised. Nintendo cars.
Cars.
What if they just have Mario Karts and those are actual vehicles?
I would buy one.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But so there was a lot of like Wii U's. The sales are like really, really bad. Like comparatively to a previous Nintendo systems and comparatively to these systems, like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One have drastically outsold the Wii U. Yeah. Which is kind of ridiculous, seeing as that Wii U has almost, I believe, a year over it.
Yeah, it's finally in HD.
Yeah, finally an HD Nintendo system, which is cool. But the issue was that they just don't churn out games enough. Like they just put out Mario Kart, which is amazing. Mario Kart is
which we talked about being a game of the year in our last podcast.
Yeah, very well could be. And so. The thing about Nintendo is they kind of had a lot riding on this. But the interesting about Nintendo is that they did this last year too, where they didn't have a typical press conference, where they didn't have like giant audience and everything. They pre-made a digital event. So it's kind of like they just streamed this event that they did. And they kind of like, it was cute. It was cool what they did. They incorporated like the Robot Chicken guys. So like, you're looking at me like you don't know what Robot Chicken is. If you
I don't.
You really don't know what Robot Chicken is?
I don't.
Oh, man. Our friendship is dwindling.
Yeah, they mixed Nintendo with it. It was pretty cute. Pretty cool.
So they mixed Nintendo with chicken? So
no. Soup? Robot Chicken is like a cartoon. It's a claymation cartoon. It pays homage. Yeah, Seth Green. It pays homage to all these different pop culture things and stuff. I'll show you an episode. You'll love it. Yeah. But anyway, so they did like a lot of claymation, like almost like skits in between that are related to Nintendo.
Yeah, it kept you going, kept you more interested.
No, it was definitely interesting. It was definitely unique. But they actually Nintendo kind of delivered. Like they actually had a decent amount of games to show. Some of the things they showed were, once again with the remakes is Pokemon. I don't remember the name is so absurd, but they remade Ruby and Sapphire, which are these previous games from like X amount of years back, and they remade them in 3D and up-res graphics and all these other types of like tweaks to them. And so these Nintendo games sell like 12 billion every time they come out. That's an exaggeration, but they sell really, really well. So they put those out, which I was kind of like, whatever, I'm done with these remakes. But then they showed a lot of like really interesting stuff, like a game called Hyrule Warriors, which they showed previously, but they showed more on. Yeah. Now Hyrule, Elvin, in case you don't know, have you heard of Zelda?
Yes.
So Hyrule is the world of Zelda, and it's called Hyrule Warriors. Now, a lot of people don't like this because they are wanting just a new Zelda, which they talked about. They did, which we'll get into in a second. Man. Yeah, but Hyrule Warriors is kind of like this giant battle type layout. Like it's just like giant. It's like Hyrule Warriors comes from a game called Dynasty Warriors, which is a really well known series, and it takes place in like ancient China, and it's all like 100%, not 100% historically accurate, but it's historical references, historical battles, and it's just these giant wars happening on screen, and that's kind of all it is, which is totally not what Zelda has been, but they did it for this one. So that looks really cool to me. A lot of people don't like it because a lot of people just rather have a new Zelda, which they did show. But this is actually coming out in September. So it's kind of like meeting this whole like kind of disparity of games in Nintendo, for Nintendo Wii U. They showed some other games.
Well, the first thing they showed to get everybody excited, why not? Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Smash Brothers. That was the big one. Yeah, so you're looking at me once again like you don't know what Smash Brothers is.
What is Smash Brothers?
Okay, so Smash Brothers.
Are you going to throw knives at me at any point? Because your looks at me are like, geez, man.
Yeah,
I might.
I'm strongly disappointed.
He does like McChickens. He might throw some McChickens at you.
McChickens are the most fantastic
not full.
I'm kind of hungry. I'll eat a McChicken right now.
Yeah, McChickens are amazing. But so Smash Brothers is like a 4-player fighting party game by Nintendo. But the thing that makes it so special is that it's different characters from different Nintendo games.
Huh.
And other consoles too that you would never thought would ever happen in your lifetime when you went in the 90s. You can have Sonic fighting Mario. These two were iconic for their own systems. Yeah, and then for the last Smash Brothers, Elvin, they introduced Sonic, which blew everyone away. But the thing that really did it was Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Not PlayStation, yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's like a very serious character in like this playful whatchamacallit. But you can see like Zelda from Zelda and Link fighting like Pikachu and Mario. So that's the joy of this game. But one of the characters they announced at E3, which blew me away, was Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yeah,
totally, you can play as Pac-Man.
He's totally 100% unfitting. That's what makes it so cool. He's like
he has like 2 boxing gloves
for
on.
No reason,
he has hands and stuff now. And he just like...
he's like throwing like the cherries and then like the ghosts at people. So that's what it is. It's like this giant compilation fighting game. So if you grew up playing video games, you love Smash Brothers because it blends together everything you love. Yeah. So that's coming out. They said winter. They said holiday 2014.
You can also play with your Mii character.
So an Easter?
Yeah, that was another character they made.
If you don't know what a Mii character is, it's a character that... It's an avatar that you can make up, and it's forever movie. Your avatar till you change if you don't like it anymore. Yeah, you said good movie. Anyway, let's just call it an avatar for you. You can give it up to 3 powers, and each power you can once you pick that power, you can then level up. So if you don't want to pick any characters, you're like, no, I want to play as myself. No, now you can play as yourself against other people online. Yeah, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And what he's talking about, the 3 powers is, so there's the brawler, which is him just like punching. Yeah. But you can customize so they have like your generic attack button, which is usually A. And then they have B, which is like your special type thing. So it might be like up and B is like a special thing. Like Mario, I've never played as Mario in that game, but I think he does like a jumping uppercut type thing, or down and B is something else, or just B is like he shoots out a fireball. So with that is you can customize each of these, but there's 3. There's the brawler, which is him punching, him with a sword, and then him with him or her with like a little cannon on his arm. Oh. So it's
like Mega Man.
Yeah, exactly. And that is actually, it's funny that you bring that up. Mega Man is also one of the characters they decided to throw away.
Yes.
10 points.
So one of the pictures they showed, which is, if you care about video games, which I hope we will get you to do, is they showed a picture of like a match, and it was Sonic fighting Mario, fighting
so cool. Pac-Man, you would never see that in the 90s.
And fighting Mega Man.
Wow.
Which is just like, none of those belong together, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the big thing about
Mega Man would win that fight.
Yeah, no, he definitely would. And realistically, for the fact that he has a cannon on his arm,
and he's a robot and he can't die.
But. Yeah. Well, he can die, but
no.
Yeah, he can.
No.
Have you ever jumped off a cliff in a Mega Man game? Pretty sure he's dead.
You know what characters should not be in this?
You don't see him die.
Oh.
The Wii Fit character?
Oh, no. I totally disagree.
Why?
Because she's so unfitting. She's like a yoga instructor. Like the Wii Fit is like one of these yoga workout type fitness games.
I thought they just threw her in there for whatever.
That's what I love about it. I love is that she looks so ridiculous in comparison.
Does not fit whatsoever.
She has a face with no like eyes, no lips, no distinct features, and she's just like when you play this Wii Fit game, she's like okay, now do this and these different hand gestures and like stretches and stuff. So for no reason they threw her in there, and like her moves are like stretches that might happen to throw out a fist and punch somebody, and then it's totally ridiculous. Another one of the characters they announced, Elvin, I don't know, you might know about this, is Little Mac from Punch Out. You ever play Punch Out games?
Dude, Little Mac is awesome.
Yeah, he's in it. So yeah, no, I'm really excited about this. This is pretty much what everyone's excited for. And let me ask you this: have you ever watched a movie called The Wiz? Totally random.
No.
Okay, The Wiz was a movie where they went to like a video game. There was like this giant video game tournament, and I think it was for Super Mario Brothers 3 at the time. And everyone was really excited about this movie. They're like, why don't they do this? They did that at this E3.
Wait a second. I think I did see that. That's where I saw the Power Glove.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So we've always wanted something like that, and they did it this time.
No way.
What they did is, it was somewhere in LA. They rented out a theater, and they had like the top 16 best Smash Brothers players in the world play this game. So this game, like I said, it doesn't come out yet, so no one's played it at this point. And they had them play, and it's funny too because I was like, that's actually pretty cool. I'll check it out. And they had like a live audience, and it was like I nerded out to like new extents. Like you just hear like everyone just screaming and cheering the whole time, and then the announcer's like, "Oh my God, it's Mega Man! It's Mega Man!" It sounds like a WWE match, and then it's like, "Oh my God, Mega Man with the chair!" No, they didn't do that, but and so they totally showcased this game. And then like one of the things that caught everyone off guard was right before they had it, the dude who made it. I'm gonna butcher his name, so I'm not even gonna try. Yeah. He came out and he kind of showcased it and talked about it and everything. Everyone went crazy. So, what a way to get you excited about a game! You know what I mean?
Cool, man.
Yeah, and like it's a tournament of this game that no one's played before. So it's awesome. Some of the other things they talked about. I'll get to this. They showed the new Zelda that's in development, and man, oh man,
it was just amazing. Now, the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker, I believe that's what it was called, it looked great. I mean, it actually looked kind of cartoonish to me. It looked childish to me, but I heard it was a great game. My friends played it a lot. They love playing it, and there's so much to do. And actually, but when I saw the new Legend of Zelda, an open world game, I was blown. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually excited for more games coming out for Nintendo.
Yeah, no.
When's the last time you felt that way?
Yeah,
64?
Yeah, no, seriously. And the thing is, a lot of people don't like the fact that, like, I don't know if you've ever seen Wind Waker, Elvin, or even know what we're talking about.
Nope.
It's like a cartoony version of Zelda, of the Zelda game. So he looks like a cartoon. They've made no attempts to make him photorealistic. And everyone's kind of bummed out about that. But like I said, with the kind of like almost with the indie games, is they compensate with the art. Like it is just this beautiful game. Like it's like all cell shaded, so it's like really bright and vivid colors that like really pop. And the thing that's awesome about this new Zelda that they showed, which they haven't given a name, it's just called The Legend of Zelda. They kind of did both. They took the photorealistic, like they showed like this open giant place, like this giant field with like a mountain in the background the developer was talking about. Unlike any other Zelda game, you can totally go to that mountain that's way off into the distance. You can go anywhere, and it's beautiful. But then they zoom up on the character, which everyone presumes is Link. It looks like it.
And it's not. I don't think it's Link.
Like there's a lot of speculation as to whether or not it's Link. But it's like
it's very peaceful. Yeah,
it's like this cell shaded, like really pretty type art. So it has like these two totally almost clashing styles, and it works, and it looks so. So
it's like a meatball sandwich of lettuce.
Wait, are you saying a meatball sandwich with lettuce would work?
No,
that would be so awful.
Oh, you don't like that?
No, that's horrible.
You're the type of guy that does that at Subway.
Yeah.
I just want to challenge. I want to challenge the sandwich artist to do something different.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make his life better.
He hates you. He's like, lettuce on this? Why can't we just keep it at meatballs and close up the sandwich and, $5.68 the register? You should just
be like, hey, can I get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with no peanut butter, no jelly, and extra mayonnaise? I would watch him in astonishment. But, so that Zelda looks amazing. They talked about some other games. They kind of showed like like after their actual show, they showed like a tad bit on a Star Fox game that's in like pre
Star Fox.
Yep.
Yes, new Star Fox, and they didn't show. It was in the background, but what we did find out is that the gamepad, you can use it as you being inside the cockpit.
Yeah, so they're really pushing.
Cool.
So that's another thing is like when they talked about the Wii U at first, they were like, "Oh, it's going to come with this gamepad. This gamepad is amazing. You guys are going to love it." But they haven't really showed us why we're supposed to care about it.
Yeah.
So with the Star Fox game, they're totally going to highlight this a lot more. That's what they're talking about. That's what their whole idea is. And another game they announced, which is totally out of nowhere, is Mario Maker, and it sounds exactly what it sounds like. Where we don't know if we're going to make your own game or what, but for now, what they showed was you can pretty much level 1, world 1 of Mario. You can remake. You can add blocks wherever.
Add Goopas.
Yeah, add Goopas. Like they they showed like him make just like a tower, like this giant pile of Goombas, and he's like erasing things, making new blocks, and just kind of you could just custom, almost like that Little Big Planet I was talking about. This is a new thing? Is people want the ability to create stuff, and so
Mario's now Neo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like The Sims meets Mario.
We need them more mushrooms, and then just a whole tray of mushrooms appears.
Wow. Like a pile of them too, like 30 of them.
Yeah, no, it looks really, 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 really good. And yeah, so Nintendo, I felt kind of really brought it. They showed some other games. They showed it's cool. I actually found this pretty awesome. They showed a game called Splatoon. So it's like splat and then
you can be a squid, right?
Yeah. So the whole premise of this game, right? It's kind of like their
territories.
Answer. Yeah, it's their answer to like shooters. Like they showed Call of Duty at Microsoft, and they showed all these like violent, gritty games.
Yeah.
And yeah. The thing about that is they're all these like gruesome games. So they took their response to it was I think it's like 4-on-4, and the whole idea of it is you're not killing each other. You have like colored guns. And like you might have like one team might be purple and the other one might be orange. So the objective is to spray as much as you can over the entire field. Yeah, as you can. And it sounds like kind of like not that big of a deal. Or it sounds like it's
very colorful. I liked it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's definitely like kind of aimed more at kids as well. But one of the interesting things about it is so you can spray your gun randomly, but if you're walking in the other team's ink, you move slower. But you can navigate faster if you're standing in your paint. You can turn into a squid, so you can like navigate faster.
Whoa.
So if I spray like all this place purple, like the wall purple, I can go there if I'm purple, and then I can like travel to another area of purple that faster and kind of just.
It's all about conquering the territory against another person trying to conquer your territory. Eventually, there's a lot of strategy in it too. You can sit back and spray ink, or you can be more aggressive and try to take over their territory. I like the concept. It was pretty cool, pretty nifty.
Could you spray tan everybody?
Yeah,
it'll be. They're gonna have the tails versus the pace, versus the tans and all that.
That's gonna be the sequel. But yeah. So Nintendo kind of really brought it. A lot of people.
That's what it sounds like. You guys. This is weird. Okay, this is what I'm seeing from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about PlayStation, and you're like, okay, they have this, they have that. That's great. You talked about Microsoft. Okay, they have this, they have that. That's great. Then, I don't know, Nintendo, you guys seem kind of alive about it.
Well, we're more alive about Nintendo because we haven't been this alive about Nintendo since, maybe even the GameCube
it's like
days.
The rebirth
Nintendo.
Of Nintendo?
It's a rebirth because I'm a new Wii U owner just because Mario Kart 8 came out. And what's cool, what they're doing now, what we have not talked about, is pretty impressive. The last thing I'll talk about for Nintendo, they're unleashing this thing called Amiibos.
Yeah.
Now, Amiibo, picture this empty monster can, okay?
Imagine that we have on the table in the studio because there is no video.
Imagine this is a small little figurine of Mario. Imagine this is Mario, okay? And it has a memory chip in it, right?
And he's delicious.
So what you can do with Smash Bros, you can level up your character, okay? Say you're just using Mario the whole time, so you're just going to level him up as much as you can and compete against other people in Smash Bros. Well, guess what? Say you want to go to your friend's house who owns Smash Bros. Well, you take your figurine, which has a memory chip on it, and you bring it over to your friend's house, and you put it on his gamepad, and now say he has Mario too, but your Mario is way more leveled up than his. you're going to kick his butt by all the all the work that you put into this.
Yeah. So
and so it's just like importing. It's kind of like Pokemon.
Yeah.
You leveled up Pikachu. Now he's all kick ass. Now I'm going to take him over here to kick somebody else's ass. These Amiibo is pretty much Pokemon.
So yeah, one of the things that's so cool about that is like this is the first time they've done this in Smash Bros. You can introduce these customizable movesets, and so you're going to be able to customize them. I don't know if you're going to progressively lock them as you play or what, but you can customize your characters, and that's where the whole Amiibo comes in. It's like you buy a Mario, it's like a little Mario figurine, and then when you get it, you customize your thing, you make it all yours, and yours is very unique, and then you download it onto this toy essentially, and you bring it to your friend's house, and as you're saying, and the gamepad has like a little reader for it, NFC, near field communication. And you just plop it on there, and it recognizes your character, and bam.
So it's like a flash drive.
Yeah, pretty much a flash drive where you can customize your characters and bring them to other people's places. So yeah,
right.
But yeah, no, exactly. We'll end on Nintendo right now.
I have to see it. It's dude. It sounds really fun. But I need you guys to probably run me through it.
Yeah, but like I said,
and how much is a Wii?
A Wii is what? I think it's
a Wii right now is $299. Also, by the end of this month, you can get the Mario Kart 8 bundle, which is what I did. You have till the end of this month. You're gonna get an extra Wii remote controller. You're gonna get a wheel with it. You're also gonna get an extra video game of your choice up to 4.
Yeah.
And it's a really good deal. Otherwise, you'd be paying like maybe $450 for something like this too.
Can I ask you guys
it's a deluxe system.
Dumb question for you guys.
Okay,
I know we're almost out of time here, but if you know me, I don't know much about games, and I'm like, well, why is there 10 buttons on this controller? What am I gonna do? Is Wii for me? Or
no?
Yeah, right now Wii is for you because it's very simple. There's only a couple buttons on the controller. Right now you'd be perfect with just a Wii remote because it's kind of like an old NES controller. Just a couple buttons, and then it's rectangle.
But would you make fun of me if I bought a Wii instead of an Xbox or a PlayStation?
No. Last year I would.
You make fun of me anyway.
Last year I would.
Yeah. See, so the thing about Wii U is that the games are a lot more accessible in the sense that we played Mario Kart recently, and you were first. And
I won
2 times in a row.
You didn't use any tricks or anything. Yeah. You didn't drift. You just, hey, it's simple. I can win this.
So it's totally. That's how. I mean, they have some hardcore games, but that's totally how a lot of these Nintendo games are, and that's.
And that was fun. You know what's fun? Winning.
Yeah,
winning's always fun.
Exactly.
You put me in Titanfall for like 3 minutes. I'm like, oh my god.
You think Titanfall is bad? Like, I want to hand you a controller and let you play Call of Duty. Like, you'll get murdered in the menu screen. Like, people are. Yeah. Everyone, that's one of these games where if you don't play it when it comes right out the gate, you are way behind the curve.
It's like headshot by Kill Mom 666. Yeah. Like, who the fuck is that just shot me in the head?
Kill Mom 666.
Kill Mom 666.
But yeah, all these ridiculous names. But yeah, so no, it's totally like one of these accessible games. So as Elvin mentioned, we're almost out of time. So I would ask Elvin this, but he doesn't care about E3. What was if you had to choose one game that blew you away at E3, Aaron, what would it have been?
Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah, real quick, before that, we're going to talk some more next week about some of the third-party games because we're running out of time here. But you said Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six.
Yes.
I liked it. When they showed Tom Clancy's The Division, I was like, okay, kind of has like a little bit of a Last of Us feel.
Yeah.
Which is an incredible game. But Rainbow Six has always been, a home run for me. Rainbow Six Las Vegas was amazing. Even 2 was cool. I liked 1 a little better. But this one's great. Now you can do 5 versus 5, and you can have a hostage. So you can say, you're trying to protect this hostage, or you're trying to, have people come in and take the hostage away from you to free the hostage. It's 5-on-5, so if I shoot him, now it's 4-on-5. And whoever wins that battle wins. I thought it was a great concept.
Yeah,
you can blow up a door, blow up a room just to get to the hostage and trying to find, to rescue her. Yeah. I thought it was so incredible. I love the concept. And I know that Rainbow Six is not going to let me down.
Yeah, no, Rainbow Six looks amazing.
Sounds like a hardcore game, but why is it called Rainbow Six? Like, is it like a double rainbow?
Yeah, it's just you're shooting unicorns at people.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, for me, that's a tough one. I want to say Rainbow Six, but for the sake of conversation, I will say Destiny. Even though Destiny wasn't really revealed, As we talk a lot about this, so I won't talk too much about it. It's like this giant open world game, and since they have the beta available, I've actually been playing that, and man, that game is amazing.
You played the beta already?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk. Yeah, because like you know how they said you can go home right now. And
so you
sign
registered,
up.
right?
So I registered right away. Yeah, beta's amazing. I'll be talking about that and Battlefield Frontline, Heart of the Line next week. But yeah, Destiny was definitely my game of the show. So
yeah, I like to see it.
Yeah, we'll definitely be talking about it. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for us here at Gamer and Gameless. Thanks for listening. If you guys want to catch us once again on Facebook, our website is facebook.com/gamergameless, or we'll have our actual website up and running pretty soon, and it's www.gamerandgameless.com. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you next week.
Bye-bye.